Hi, I'm Annie and welcome back to the channel. I firstly want to say a massive thank you to everybody that has watched the recent video, who has commented on the prepping community and given tips and tricks and things that you're doing. It's been fantastic to hear from different parts of the world: Australia, New York, Poland. It's just been amazing. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been with me for a while. It's really quite touching. Anyway, today's video is about what I've been up to and how I'm increasing my growing space, what I've got in growing at the moment, which is a lot. I've planted out everything that I can. The weather's been fantastic here, and the long range forecast is that it's not dropping below 6 degrees at night. So I just decided to get out whatever I could get out. We've also been doing some work on the hedge line, and we've got another few days to do on that, which will give us wood for the next couple of years, but also mulch for the gardens. So it's a little bit of everything, and a massive thank you to you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Today it's a horrible murky day. It keeps raining. It's my fault, I think, because we hadn't had any rain for a month. I filled up the wicking beds from the spring, and since then it's rained the last 2 days, so sorry everyone. Anyway, today's jobs, I've got 2 jobs I can do. I've got this area outside the polytunnel, but if it does start to rain, I can do some jobs in the polytunnel. I'd like to start getting the big bed on the left hand side dug out and redone, see what's underneath, see how good the wood is, and see what we can do with that, and then refill it ready for the season. I've got cucumbers and that I can plant in there already. So yes, I've got 2 different sorts of jobs I can do today, weather dependent. So this is the area that I'd like to concentrate on today if the weather holds out. Get rid of that lump of soil and put in a sort of like a raised bed in here. Just tidy it up, and then the footpath will then run on through. Actually, I'll move that back a bit because I want to put that stuff like that. So yeah, let's move that back a little bit. definitely getting there. I had no fixed plan and no fixed wood, just trying to use up sort of scraps that aren't too bad. So the stuff that's better is going down nearer the ground, and the stuff that is not quite as good is going on the top, because that can be treated and shouldn't get any worse than what it is already. Even though it's a bit murky out today, I've managed to get that triangular bit in. I'm going to try and get some of that soil into there now, making sure any grass, long grass, is face down so that it rots away. Going to make a start on this bed. The only thing that's in here is potatoes, but I want to get it sorted out, ready for the season. As you can see, the backboards are quite rotten, so I'm gonna, and this is the trouble, this is the bed I've had trouble with the mice in, but that seems to have calmed down now, so I'm going to get it taken apart and see what we're up against underneath. I've made a start on the beds. All the wood looks good because it's been protected by plastic. That one's no good. I've got these great big roots in the bottom. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna dig it out, get the roots out, and then just put it all back together again with some new top boards if I can find some. I don't know what this route is. It's running right under the polytunnel, so I really don't know. So what I'm going to do is cut it back to the ground as far as I can, and then I've got some bush SKB or something, SBK, brushwood killer basically, and I'm just going to soak the ground and the end of the roots and hopefully cut some of it out. And then I am going to, I've got some post mix I've swept out in here as much as I can. I'm going to put some post mix in to give a solid bottom. I've put new backboards in all the way along and put the boards back in up here. I've creosoted between the boards this time, just to give them a bit of extra protection. And I'm going to the top boards that will be in contact with the soil. I'm just going to give it some wood stain to try and give it a bit of protection. I don't want to put creosote on that, but I'm going to start putting the soil back in first and get the roots out. I've got on really well this week, putting in extra growing spaces. This was an IBC tank which I cut in half, and I used it as compost heaps rather than just a manure heap. So I've weeded them out and I've planted squashes out in there. This one I planted up with potatoes probably about 2 weeks, well maybe 3 weeks ago. I got potatoes in the bin back there. I've earthed those up a bit. I've used a dumpy bag. I've got a lot of wood and green waste in the bottom, then some soil and some compost. Again, I've put pumpkins in there. It's not a lot in the greenhouse now. I had to get everything out because it was just so hot. We got a cool couple of days at the moment, but it's just been really hot. So this area is all finished and ready for planting when the seeds that I want to put in here are ready. I've left the tomato plants and squashes outside. Got some carrot seeds there. But finished in here, all the beds have been dug out apart from where I've got the potatoes, and they're all planted up. So tomatoes, the peppers, I'm actually most likely going to be putting beans or peanuts if they take in this bed when the potatoes and that come out. I pruned off the radishes to try and give them some growth into the bulbs because it was so hot in here, they were running a bit. Pot chow's done well. Beetroot, that's ready to go out. Lettuce is doing well. Cucumbers, they're doing really, really well since they've been planted out. They were really struggling in the pots. This is area here. It's working really well. Got new seeds and that all coming through in here. Again, tomatoes. I've got a tray of lettuce leaves there, so I'll be able to take that one home and just have him at home so that I can just pick it and use it when I want it. That's the idea of that particular lettuce tray. I see that I've got some self-seeding potatoes in here, so I decided to leave them in. I don't know if I'm going to leave them in permanently, but I've left them in at the moment. I can move them if I want to. We'll have a very quick walk down the bottom. Up on the top beds, the beans, they are flowering lovely on the tops, really nice. I refreshed this. I've dug these 3 beds out. This is celery I had in the polytunnel that was sort of runners from the original celery, so I planted that up in a new bed. That celery will be good for a couple of years now. The hayfield is looking really good. I've contacted the farmer. He's going to come beginning of June, weather permitting, to get that cut and done, and then we can work on the recovery of the other field. So this area, small space area, is looking really nice. Strawberry plants doing well, peas. It's surprising how much I've got in this tiny area. So we've got beetroot, lettuces. I've put a celery in here as well, some more beetroot and carrots, courgette, sugar beet for the greens, and some garlics in the bottom. There's also onions in here, beans, and then in between a quick crop of radishes, the ones I've taken out of the polytunnel, because again I don't want them to bolt too quick. Potatoes in there, potatoes in there. In here we've got leeks. These are just coming through. These were direct sow. And then we've got sweet beetroot, which is a white beetroot, and again I've interplanted with radishes. I direct sowed some spring onions. Not really seeing much come up there at the moment. Strawberries again doing well on the end. Potatoes, tomato plant outside, and a butternut squash that will climb up on the bars. We've got flaxseed, which is linseed. Again, I've got climbing beans that will come up onto here, and this is my cranberry bush. This one I haven't got anything in this one. I need to work out a way of keeping it a bit better watered. And carrots down in that pot, and lupins in that pot. They haven't really done that much. Potato towers already doing well. I have planted a lot of plants out, like I say. So I've got all, I will be doing an actual video, but I've got chickpeas, lentils, I've got butternut squashes all the way along here, field beans and sweet corn. And then down the bottom, Roy, get off! Roy, no! Oh, is a well-watered broccoli plant. So that's got manure on it. That just needs to be rotivated in. I did get a little bit of help last week to get that patch rotivated and weeded out. And he also gave me a hand to rotivate this one as well. But we've been taking the trees down, topping those off. They're well overdue for the health of the trees and the bank. We've got some dead standing that's still got to come out. We've got another day's work to do with this, but we'll hire in a chipper, and this will be mulch for all the gardens this year, and logs for the fire for the next 2 years, I reckon. Lots of black currants coming through on the bushes, pears on the pear trees. Yeah, everything's doing really, really well. I wanted to get everything in. I know it's early, but I could fleece them if I needed to. But the weather's been so hot, and I've looked at the long range forecast. It doesn't give it below sort of 6-7 degrees at night over the next month, and also it gives the temperatures rising at the end of the month. So I really wanted to get a lot of the stuff in so it could get established before we have a drought, I expect, this year. That's it for another quick catch up what I've been doing on the plot, and my next video is a more in-depth video on the actual proteins that I'm growing. I was hoping to have got that video out first, but there's quite a lot of information that I need to put into it and edit and stuff, and it just wasn't ready, and I didn't want to rush it. So I thought I would give you an update on what I've been doing here instead. Hope you enjoyed it and found it informative, enjoyed a bit of my countryside, and hopefully see you on the next video. Till next time, bye.